The unraveling. The office break room was bathed in the pale glow of an overhead monitor, its hum blending with the quiet rhythm of keystrokes tapping against plastic. It was late afternoon, and the world outside had already begun dimming. Samantha Wells sat hunched over a mountain of paperwork, but her focus was long gone. Her pen moved, her eyes scanned the page, but her thoughts kept drifting, slipping away like leaves on a stream. 4 months now, a peculiar thought had taken root in her mind. It started subtly, like a whisper at the edge of a dream. But slowly, steadily, it had grown louder, more persistent, reshaping the way she looked at everything. "Sam," a voice called. She blinked, startled slightly. Her coworker Bianca had wheeled her chair over, a mischievous spark lighting her eyes. Bianca always had some wild story or bold opinion to share, but today her energy was different. Calm, almost smug. "I have to tell you something," she said, leaning in as if confessing a scandal. Sam gave her a polite smile, more reflex than interest. "So," Bianca began, eyes twinkling. "Last night. Dinner, cocktails, and wait for it, I didn't have to lie to my husband." Samantha stared, confused. "What?" Bianca grinned. "We have an open marriage. Totally mutual. No lies. No guilt. Just honesty and freedom." Samantha blinked again, trying to process the words. Bianca said it like she was explaining a new diet or gym routine. "You mean you both date other people?" Sam asked, hesitant. Bianca nodded. "Exactly. It works for us. Honestly, best decision we've made." Then, as if she were casually tearing down centuries of tradition, she added, "That one true love forever stuff? It's romantic, sure, but it's outdated. People evolve. Why shouldn't relationships?" Samantha laughed nervously, unsure how to respond. She glanced down at her hands, fingers wrapped tightly around a cold coffee cup. This conversation wasn't what she'd expected. And yet, Bianca's voice softened. "You ever felt drawn to someone else? Even just a passing thought?" Sam hesitated. "I mean," Bianca added, "we all feel it. It's just that most people are taught to repress it. But what if love didn't mean ownership?" Samantha nodded slowly, eyes flickering back to her paperwork. Bianca gave a knowing smile and said, "I'm not telling you to go sleep around. Just talk to Nate. You trust him, right?" The bell of a printer cut their conversation short, and a supervisor walked by. Both women returned to their work. But Bianca's words clung to Samantha like perfume, sweet, dangerous, and impossible to ignore. That night, as she lay beside her husband Nathan, the idea wouldn't leave her alone. Nate, as always, was thoughtful, exhausted from work, but he still asked about her day. He still brought her tea without being asked. He still gave her the best part of his time, even if he had none to spare. He was a good man. But was good enough? In the days that followed, Samantha caught herself staring at her reflection longer than usual, questioning more than admiring. She noticed small things. How quiet their dinner conversations had become, how habitual their kisses felt. She wasn't unhappy. But was she fully alive? She tried to test the waters. "You ever notice how more people are opening up their marriages these days?" she asked one night over pasta. Nathan looked up, fork halfway to his mouth. "You mean like cheating with permission?" "More like consensual exploring," she offered cautiously. He laughed. Not cruelly but dismissively. "Yeah. That's what people say when they want to sleep around without feeling bad." Her heart sank. She didn't push further that night. But the thoughts didn't leave. They crept into quiet moments, while folding laundry, brushing her teeth, waiting at red lights. It was like a door had opened, and she couldn't close it anymore. Another evening, as they watched a drama series where a character questioned lifelong monogamy, she tried again. "Do you think people are meant to be with one person forever?" she asked. Nathan didn't look away from the screen. "If they love each other, yeah. Otherwise, what's the point?" Samantha didn't reply. But something inside her shifted again. She didn't want to betray Nate. She didn't even want anyone else. But the idea had taken hold. Not of another man, but of another possibility. Another shape of love. One less about permanence and more about presence. Then, late one evening as they lay in bed, she whispered, "Have you ever felt drawn to someone else?" He turned to her, surprised. "I think everyone does," he admitted. "But feeling something and acting on it, that's the line." She nodded, her throat tight. Bianca kept checking in. "Have you told him yet?" "Not yet," Sam would reply. But one night, as Nathan lay beside her scrolling his phone, she sat up. Her palms were damp. "Nathan," she said softly. He looked over, attentive. She opened her mouth, then hesitated. "Did you remember that coffee I mentioned?" He blinked. "Yeah. It's in the kitchen." The real words never left her lips. Until one Friday night. She was dressed, purse over her shoulder. "I'm heading out with Bianca," she said. Nathan gave a casual nod. "This late?" "Just dinner. A new spot downtown. Have fun." She lingered a moment, expecting resistance. There was none. Left. Nathan watched the door close. Then stood up, grabbed his keys and followed. He parked across from the restaurant. A sleek, upscale place glowing in gold. Minutes later Bianca arrived. With two men neither of them knew. The women greeted them like old friends. Nathan's chest tightened. Samantha looked hesitant, awkward. She fiddled with her glass. But then she smiled. She laughed. The man across from her leaned in. And she didn't lean away. Nathan couldn't breathe. His grip on the wheel turned white-knuckled. Then, without thinking, he stepped out of the car and walked toward the door. He didn't know what he was about to say. But he knew he couldn't pretend anymore. He had to face whatever came next.